Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Nickster Bros Ultimate. And in today's video, today is episode 11 of me doing a daily comic book review. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, what I'm going to do for the year 2024 for one of my New Year's resolutions is to go on and do a comic book review every single day for YouTube. There will be times when I might upload twice a day if I miss a day, but that's, rather here nor there. In today's video, there's really not too much to talk about, besides from just that. Besides from the fact that I'm just going to be uploading every single day and doing a comic book review for YouTube. I read a comic book, then I go on and I do a review on it. And trust me, I wish I could do this more, but there's so much that's going on right now in my life where it's like, oh, if I did work at, I do work at a comic book shop, but if I worked at one, Tuesdays, and I went on, got a comic book to do a review on Wednesday with, for whatever was new for that week, then I'd go on and I'd do, I would go on and do a review for that Wednesday for that brand new comic book, instead of going to the shop early in the morning, come back home after I got my books, then read a book or two. Then by that way I can record one on Tuesday, post it on Wednesday, and then do another one on Wednesday. So there's not really too many newer stuff. And you guys did see the title of this video. I am doing a review on the Mighty Thor #1 from 2011. This was actually right before the movie, right before Thor the movie came out. And in the back of the book, we do get some concept art for the movie itself, which I thought was pretty cool. As extra pages, I guess. But I picked up this book because, and to do a review on it because, well, #1, review-wise, this has just been a book that I'm I should really do a review on, and it was on the top of a pile, and I've been looking at it for a while. It was actually going to be one of my early reviews, but just didn't know when, and I finally put it away and inside of a box, and I decided, I'm screw it, I'll just do the review on it now, get it done, get it out of the way with, and I don't have to think about doing a review on it. So I don't really have to worry about that. So I'm not gonna lie, there really wasn't too much going on in this book. So really, I'm gonna try to the best of my ability to do a review on it. I also picked this book up because of, well, Galactus being on the cover of it right there. You guys can see Galactus is one of my absolute favorite comic book villains of all time. He's actually #2, and I'm gonna just hold it like this and talk about the book itself, and give my quick. Actually, I might give my quick thoughts on the book. But before I'm gonna do my quick thoughts on the book before I go on and do that. But anyways, Galactus, he's my second favorite comic book supervillain of all time. I cannot wait to see what they do with him inside of the MCU in the future, so we can finally get an accurate live action Galactus where he has where he's in his purple and blue and he has his helmet. Not saying that the Cloud was bad. I think the Cloud was very unique because Galactus doesn't necessarily have a certain look to him, because he looks different in every space and every different Earth that he goes to. So there wasn't a necessary certain form that Galactus has. So that Cloud, I can kind of get past it with that. So I can't really shit on that movie too much because of it. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do my best to go on and review this book. But first off, before I do my thoughts into my review, if you guys are new to the channel, I will start for the year 2024 from January 1st the whole year 2024. I will be doing a comic book review every single day. This is episode 11. The first one I did was on December 26th of 2023. So make sure you guys do go on and make sure you do subscribe to the channel, and make sure you do like this video, and then comment down below. Let me know what you want me to do a comic book review on next and or in the future. I am going up to Pennsylvania, so for about a month. So there will be some emergency videos, and emergency videos are videos that I will record either a day or two in advance. Yeah, I could either be like, oh, I can't upload this day nor the next day, so I have to go on and record like 3 videos to upload one that day, and then go on and then do that. But I've gotta have to put it I gotta push them out, or maybe even do 2 a day. So anyways, there's that. So you guys will be getting some emergency uploads, or you guys might be getting 2 videos at one point or another in a day. So yeah, all you guys gotta do is just subscribe to the channel if you want to get comic book reviews. I do old comic book reviews, I do some newer day stuff, like some newer stuff that came out this week or whatever, and I do some fairly newer stuff, kind of old, like this is like new, but this is also more than a decade old by this point. So this is fairly new in the world of comic books, but this is fairly old as well in the world of comic books and the amount of comic books that we put out. So 2011 is fairly old for comic books. But I try and do stuff like go back to the 80s and do some comic book reviews for stuff like that, and maybe even some stuff from the late 70s as well. I have a Machine Man, which I might do eventually, but I think I put my Machine Man comic book away, and I gotta find out which box that is in, so I can be like, okay, that one's in that box. I think it's in box number 5 or 6, something like that. So yeah, anyways guys, I'm gonna jump straight into my thoughts and reviews. Yeah, my thoughts and my review for this book. Overall thoughts, there really wasn't much going on for me to be like, oh yeah, like this was really, really good. I guess it's just the startup of a story. The ending I thought was pretty cool. The beginning I thought was pretty okay. Silver Surfer and Galactus. I wish that we had more time with Galactus, but we really didn't. Silver Surfer had a few cool art shots in this. And Thor, we really didn't get to see him as this Thor. We got Thor was underwater with Lady Sif and whatever, fighting this big thingy, and something to do with the tree, and Odin sent them there for some sort of reason. I don't know, I'll get to that all in a second, but overall, there wasn't really too much exciting stuff going on, at least for me, there wasn't, and I do enjoy Thor. I have read some Thor comics, they were pretty really fun to read, but, it's that, you know what I mean, for this read, I mean, once again, it's the start of a story, so I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to see where, this goes on, if I can find, an issue 2, whatever, then, I can go on and do, I can go on with this book and, read the rest of the series, but also I have other stuff that I'm in the middle of reading of as well. So time to get into the review. The review opens up, the book opens up with a pastor talking about God. He referred to him as a big G, and he's like, do we have one God? I don't know, because we have so many different gods. We got different gods. We have big G gods, little G gods, and a big G god and a little G god, and are the Asgardians gods? I don't even know anymore. There are just so many different gods. We don't know what's going on. Then it cuts to the Silver Surfer looking over, I think, Planet Earth or something. No, that Planet Earth I think is at the end. They have 2 really cool Silver Surfer shots in this where it's his back looking at something. So Silver Surfer goes on to a dialogue, and he's talking about how he is the herald of Galactus, and how he goes on and he tries to look for Earths and worlds that are dying that Galactus can feed on, and not stuff with living life, because Silver Surfer doesn't want to end up having to kill anyone, or try to like harm anyone. So he just tries to go to worlds that are dying, that he can go, oh yeah, it has enough strength in it to keep Galactus alive and healthy and strong, but their world is dying pretty soon. So he'll normally go on, give that oath to Galactus. Galactus feeds off of it. Then they go away for a while. There's a really cool shot with Galactus sitting in a chair, I guess asleep. I don't know. He kind of looked like a zombie, kind of wasn't. I don't know. No idea. I really enjoyed that shot, though. I think it was really cool and very well drawn out. And it just gives you a perspective on how big he, like, actually is, which I really like, which I think they should really do more often than just him standing. They should do in comic books, like, him, like, sitting or kneeling down or something, just to show, like, how big he is compared to someone, because we see him standing so many times compared to, like, different heroes and whatever. But, like, I think an even cooler one would be Stiltman by, like, Galactus, to see how big, like, Stiltman is compared to Galactus. Maybe, like, when Galactus is sitting, Stiltman doesn't even reach the height of his knees. So just simple, stuff like that. So I thought it was a really cool shot, and that shows us how big Galactus actually is. Then we do cut to Thor and Asgard. Odin sent Thor and Lady Sif down to some sort of tree. I forget the name of it. It was like a something tree, the living tree, I think. I think it was called like the living tree or something. But Galactus and Lady Sif were trying to fight some sort of monster down there. It was like underneath water and whatever, and so they were trying to protect it. We really didn't get to see too much of that. And whenever it was being drawn out, there was just so much going on. And even Thor said, he's like, there's so much going on, I can't really like wrap my head around like what's going on. And I'm like, I really can't either, and I'm reading the fucking book. So they battle it out and whatever. Then we cut to Kid Loki talking to like a troll type being in Asgard, and he's like, hey, I need your help with something, like I want to sell you something. But then the guy was like, yeah, well, you sold me something and I said a price, and it was a fair price, so it was like vice versa, whatever. Like, no, I think he was trying to sell Loki something. Anyways, it was Kid Loki and some sort of negotiation with Kid Loki not liking deal about goods and whatever. So, Kid Loki was going on and talking about like how he needed the guy's help with Thor and whatever, and the guy was like, nah, like, you don't need my help, like, you're a trickster, hey guys, like hey Warriors 3, do you guys trust him? And they're like, nah, he's a trickster. And then Kid Loki told the guy, he's like, hey, listen, Thor needs my help, I had this vision of Thor dying from this weird creature beast in a dream that I had, and I'm worried about him, like, I really need your help. And the guy was like, alright lad, like, we'll help you out. Guys, go on both shoulders. Like, he was talking to the Warriors 3, and he's like, guys, go on both shoulders and make sure that we protect Kid Loki and his adventure to go help Thor. Odin goes on, sees Kid Loki, and Odin's like, this will pull you for this amount. Do you think you can get out of there? He's like, yeah, once I find Thor will get me out of there. And Odin's like, are you sure you'll find him? And he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I had a dream about this, and me seeing him dying in this like thing. And Odin's like, okay, go ahead. Then Loki goes on, he goes underneath the water, he stabs the water creature beast with his stick. That's how they pretty much kill it or something. I don't know. That, like I said, there's so much going on in that. Like, when they were underwater, I could barely tell what's going on by the art style. So Kid Loki, Thor, and Kid Loki was right, Thor did rescue Kid Loki to get out of there. And Lady Sif all left the water. And Kid Loki vision was that thing was going to kill Thor, because Kid Loki's vision was that Thor had some sort of like cut or whatever on him and that he was going to die. So Thor and Lady Sif celebrate and whatever. Same thing with Kid Loki. They all celebrate because they killed the beast. And then we cut to a little panel of Thor and Lady Sif going on and sleeping in bed, and she's like, no bite, you didn't touch me. She's like, how come you're not attracted to me? Are you okay? Are you hurt? He's like, I don't think I am. He's like, the beast gave me a cut. He's like, and I'm not bleeding, but I'm glowing instead, where he cut me along my belly. He's like, I don't understand what's going on. I don't know if this means I'm going to be dying, or it means that I'm just not in good health right now. And then it cuts back to the priest scene, with the priest talking to this lady. And she's like, hey, I was thinking to right before the priest closed down, the church. She's like, hey, she's like, I wanted to talk to you, Father. She's like, do we, like, about you saying about how we were scared and whatever, and earlier on in the book, the priest was going on to talk about how people were like, scared about death and whatever because of these different like gods and creatures and beings going on in this world, in the Marvel universe at that time. And she's like, what if we aren't strong? She's like, what if like we all gonna die? Like, will Jesus be there to protect me? Or when we pray, do we just not talk to anyone? And blah blah yada 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 yada. And the priest looked at her and he said, well, first thing, the choices about us praying and us talking is what makes our beliefs different. And what he means by that is, like, of course, Catholics, when we pray to God, we go on and we go to a church and we think that we're actually like praying to someone like God and Jesus and whatever. While atheists, on the other hand, go on and they don't pray because they're like, why would we talk to like a nothing? So basically it's that, and the priest was like, that's what makes our beliefs different. Besides, when we die, Jesus is there with us, and we have to believe that Jesus does, like, he's like, we all do die eventually, but that's one thing about death. Jesus wants us to be strong. He's not going to be there when we die, but he is. But if anything, he wants us to be strong when we do die. He's like, and besides, something out there is probably looking or whatever. And then it cuts to a shot of the Silver Surfer looking above Earth, and that's this book. Like I said, there really wasn't too much going on. Silver Surfer and Galactus was pretty cool. I love Silver Surfer's dialogue. Sure, we got the priest as like his side character, which had a good decent amount of time. Thor really wasn't in this too much, but he was in it a good amount. But it just seemed very quick with him, and whatever. And Lady Sif was pretty good as like a side character in this as well. Same thing with Kid Loki, and that's about it. I kind of wish they did a little bit more with Galactus and they added some bit of story, but oh well. Sometimes shorter stories make for shorter issues make for better issues down the line when you have everything connect together, and storyline could be getting better and they aren't trying to rush with it. So overall, yeah, it's okay. I mean, like I said, I wish a little bit more went on in this, but the art was cool, and that wins bonus points because of that. And once again, Galactus being in this is an automatic win in my book, so I recommend you guys give us a read if you really enjoy Thor, and whatever. But anyways, guys, that's it for my review. If you missed the last video, episode 10, it's my episode 10 special on me reviewing the Infinity Gauntlet. So make sure you guys do check that out. I have an entire playlist of comic book reviews on my channel, so make sure, once again, you guys do go check those videos out. Also, I do have a Letterboxd account. If you guys like movie reviews, I go on and I write movie reviews, so make sure you guys do check me out, Letterboxd, at nickstertricker, all one word, no No spaces, no capitalization, no anything. It's just all one word, nickstertricker. And yeah, like I said, make sure you guys do like this video and subscribe to the channel if you guys do like comic book reviews. And make sure y'all comment down below. Let me know what you guys want me to do a review on next. I have a shit ton of comic books in my collection, but I'm open to buying more comic books that you guys think I should do a review on. It could be a random issue. You know what I mean? If you think, oh man, this issue is really, really cool, you should do a review on it, then I will gladly go on, get that issue, and do a review on it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow in tomorrow's video, which I have no idea what that'll be, but I'll see you guys then. Peace out.